Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
Breaking news. A woman is dead in an overnight shooting in a local neighborhood. What we're learning as the homicide investigation gets started.
And right now, runners are getting started in the annual Veterans Day run at NC State. This is a live look right now. The starting line and off they go. How this run and the ceremony that follows honors the meaning behind this day.
And there was a little rain overnight last night, but we're seeing a break in the precipitation around the triangle. There's more to come later this morning, though. I'll show you the timeline.
Hundreds of homes in South California are destroyed after the massive wildfire there. The help people are getting as crews try to put out the hot spots. Good morning, everyone. It is 6 o'clock. We're here to get your Monday started, and it's a very special Monday indeed. Happy Veterans Day to all those who served and who are serving. Thanks for joining us. I'm Renee Chu.
And I'm Jeff Hogan, and we do appreciate your service here as we get our Monday started. No schools will be out there. Schools are off today, so you should know that. And Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. As folks do make their way out, still a chance of spotty showers out there.
We do have a little bit of patchy rain that's down here in our far southern counties, Sampson County in particular. We're dry for most of the viewing area, but notice back to the west, we do have some showers that are approaching Winston-Salem and Greensboro. That will roll in here and in the next couple of hours and bring us another chance of some showers. Also, some moisture down south is lifting up into our southern counties as well. So we're going to give it a 20 to 30% chance of rain between 9 and 11. And then after that, partly cloudy skies through the afternoon. So the afternoon looks nice and dry. And we do have a lot of cloud cover in places. Lewisburg seeing gray skies and just damp conditions on the road. And the triangle 60 degrees right now with a dew point of 58. So it is warm and definitely on the monkey side. Again, this morning, a few scattered showers will redevelop around the middle of the morning, but becoming partly cloudy this afternoon with temperatures in the mid 70s. I'm tracking another front that could bring us some rain by Thursday. Coming up, Ken.
6:02, Elizabeth. I want to start with this live look at I-40 and Wade Avenue. You see just a disabled vehicle right there on the shoulder of the road, but nothing major to concern you about. We do have reports of a crash on I-40 westbound near the US 1 exit right there in Apex, not causing any problems for you this morning, but of course, I'll keep an eye on it for you. All the other major roads are delay-free this morning. If you're getting ready to head out, tune us in on the radio. You can listen to us on 101.5 HD3 anywhere in the Triangle or 99.3 FM in Raleigh, 96.5 FM in Durham.
Right now, a long-standing tradition honoring veterans is getting started in Raleigh. WRAL's Laura Levine joins us live from NC State's Bell Tower on Hillsborough Street. Laura, loves seeing this every year. Runners just took off a few minutes ago to start the annual Veterans Day observance there.
It truly is a beautiful sight to see so many people coming together here at NC State. You know, you just saw them take off. So behind me right now, pretty quiet because they're going to do a 5K, then make their way back here to the Bell Tower that is now all lit up red. We know the Wolfpack community is honoring the men and women who have served our country with the sunrise run and ceremony. Taking a look at last year's event as well, that saw more than 200 people come out. The NC State Memorial Bell Tower features the names of 34 alums who died fighting for our country. The Jeffrey Wright Military and Veteran Services Office and NC State's ROTC units are hosting this annual event. Immediately following the race here, there will be a brief ceremony to mark NC State's military history and to honor the service of all students, staff, faculty, and alumni veterans. The ceremony will include a wreath presentation, musical selections by NC State students and community members, and remarks from special guest speakers. And I was able to just get a copy of the lineup of events taking place in those speakers. I can tell you one of the guest speakers this morning will be NC State's baseball coach. Laura Levine, WRAL News. We're live in Raleigh.
And breaking news we're following this morning, a woman is dead after a shooting in a neighborhood in Cumberland County. Deputies were called just before 10:15 last night to the area of Clarkton Court and Wynwood Drive. It's right near the town of Stedman where there was that report of shooting. When they got there, they found a woman who was shot. She was taken to Cape Fear Valley Medical Center where she died. Her identity is being withheld until her family is notified. And at this time, there is no word on if anyone's been arrested in this case.
Sanford police are investigating the shooting death of a 17-year-old. The call came in shortly before 11 Saturday night. Officers responded to the area of Salabrook Drive to investigate a report of shots fired. There, they found the teenager in the parking lot, suffering from at least one gunshot wound. He died at the scene. His name has not been released.
Fire crews in Southern California are working hard to put out hot spots created by the so-called mountain fire. And they want to do that before the winds kick up again tonight. That's what they're expecting. As of this morning, the wildfire is 31% contained. More than 130 homes have been destroyed. More than 20,000 acres have burned. In the midst of this tragedy, though, hope is starting to emerge. The California Fire Foundation is providing firefighters with $250 gift cards to give to families who have lost their homes.
To get maybe a hotel room or some food, or to go maybe get gas to meet up with other family members, just to get them by the initial emergency.
And it's a start. California Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency in Ventura County. He has also issued an executive order to support firefighters and recovery efforts.
President-elect Donald Trump has named his border czar. In a post to Truth Social after 11 last night, Trump said he will put Tom Homan into the role. Homan served as acting director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement during Trump's first term. He's expected to announce more of his cabinet picks later this week. President-elect Trump and President Biden are expected to meet in the Oval Office on Wednesday. Trump spoke by phone with Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris after the election last week. In an interview with NBC, Trump described the calls as being respectful.
And Renee, you may recall that President-elect Trump kind of touted himself as being a pro-crypto president. Well, look at where cryptocurrency, at least Bitcoin, is this morning. $82,000 one of those coins is worth right now. And it's gone up because over at midnight, it was just about $80,399. But we're also taking a look at how the U.S. stock futures are doing this morning. S&P up $14 with a change. Dow Jones up 152. The stock market will be open today despite it being a federal holiday, though the bond markets will be closed. We'll be watching very closely to see how this looks throughout the day here in the WRAL Live Center.
Chris, thanks for that. There are a number of ways you can observe Veterans Day events in our area today. There's a ceremony in Apex at 9 a.m. at the Downtown Service Memorial. It's on the corner of Saunders Street and North Salem Street. Garner's Veterans Day observance will start at 10:30 this morning at the Aversboro Road Baptist Church. From 11 a.m. to noon, the town of Cary will hold its ceremony at Veterans Freedom Park. Fort Liberty Judge Colonel Brett Batdorf will speak at that event. William Peace University will host Conversations with History at 7:30 tonight at Leggett Theater. You can hear readings from people who lived during World War II. And we have a full list of the events happening in our area on our website. Just go to the Don't Miss It section of WRAL.com.
Some businesses will be closed today in observance of Veterans Day. While most restaurants, grocery stores, and retail stores will be open, banks and post offices will not. Major retailers like Target, Walmart, and grocery stores will be open. UPS and FedEx will both operate as usual. The U.S. Postal Service will not deliver mail. Post offices are closed as well on this federal holiday, and places like the DMV and libraries will also be closed.
We're getting closer to learning which party will control the U.S. House when the next congressional session begins at the U.S. Capitol, where we have this live look for you here this morning. As of this morning, 17 House races are still left to be decided. NBC News has called 213 races for Republicans and 205 for Democrats. A party needs to win 218 seats to have control of the House.
There's damage across Cuba after a 6.8 magnitude earthquake that struck off the coast, hit just before noon Sunday. About an hour before that, there was a 5.9 tremor. The earthquakes caused damage to homes and power lines, as well as landslides. Cuba is also working to recover from Hurricane Rafael, which slammed the island last week.
Carolina Panthers are coming back home on a winning streak. What is this? The Panthers played in Germany yesterday against the New York Giants, and Eddie Pinheiro kicked a field goal in overtime to give Carolina a 20-17 win. So they have now won 2 in a row for the first time in almost 3 seasons. They'll have a week off now before hosting the Kansas City Chiefs on November 24th.
A string of thefts at Durham construction sites is now affecting Habitat for Humanity. Why the organization says the thieves are delaying home builds.
Parents are shocked to find an adult website's URL on the packaging of dolls from the movie Wicked. How toy maker Mattel is responding to this mistake.
And I'm following some showers that happened overnight last night, and then a second front that'll come through that'll bring some of us some rain around mid-morning. I'll show you if you'll be affected.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio. In Raleigh on 99.3 FM. In Durham, 96.5 FM. And everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
612, we had some rain overnight last night, and the actual cold front is back to the west. You can see some showers north and west of High Point and Greensboro. Also a few showers down south, little sprinkle there for the southern part of Sampson County. I'm going to show you the timeline for the rain that we may see around mid-morning. Not everybody's likely to see it, but we'll walk through that in just a few minutes. It's 59 in Irwin and South Hill, 59 in Tarboro, 56 in Southern Pines. We're seeing some clear skies in some places, some clouds in other spots. And again, mid-morning, we'll see a chance of some showers in a few places. But this afternoon for Veterans Day, it looks nice. We'll see partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the mid-70s. We thank all the veterans for their service. I'm sorry, it's a little bit gray out there this morning for some of the events.
Elizabeth, weather and traffic every 10 minutes. We just got reports of first responders working a crash on I-40 westbound near the exit ramp to US 1. Right now, we're not picking up any issues in that particular area. It just happened a little while ago, just in the last 10, 15 minutes. But I'll keep an eye on that. Let you know if it's going to affect your morning commute any. Looking around, all the major routes are delay-free this morning, which is great news. Let's head down east, shall we? I-87 and Arundel Avenue traffic has definitely picked up, but moving nicely in both directions. If you're getting ready to head out right now, tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3. You can listen to us anywhere in the Triangle.
Ken, thank you. Habitat for Humanity says thieves who are stealing from its construction sites in Durham are slowing the effort to get people homes. The organization says thieves have hit its sites on Enterprise, Kent, Plum, and South Alston streets. It says the thieves have taken power tools and other building equipment. It has cost the organization about $20,000. Investigators say a lack of video evidence is making it challenging to make arrests.
Any support that we can have to help strengthen our security measures at our sites, because this is taking money away from us building, and it also takes away time.
Durham police tell us this is part of a citywide trend. More than 200 thefts from construction sites have been reported so far this year.
There's a warning for parents this morning. A misprint on the packaging of Mattel's new line of Wicked dolls has the company scrambling now to try to fix it. WRAL's Michelle McConaughey is here now with that mistake that has gone viral now, Michelle.
Jeff, the packaging has an adult website address on the box instead of the one linked to the upcoming musical film. The film's official website is wickedmovie.com, but the address listed on the plastic packaging directs you to a pornographic website. Mattel said it was made aware of the misprint on the packaging. The company said, in part, we deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action. They also advise parents that the website on the box is not appropriate for children. People who have already purchased the dolls, they are being advised to just throw the packaging away. Mattel's line of Wicked movie dolls are being sold at stores like Target, Amazon, and Kohl's, but it's not good.
The backlash was pretty swift on social media with people calling for, people in the company to be fired over this because it is directed. I mean, kids are, parents are buying this for kids. Period.
Yes. Oh boy. Somebody's going to get fired.
Yeah, no doubt. Thanks, Michelle.
Bitcoin has reached a new record high. The world's largest cryptocurrency briefly touched $80,000 for the first time yesterday. Bitcoin surged in the run-up to the election and surged once it became clear Donald Trump would win. It has been on the rise ever since. Trump has fully embraced crypto in recent months and said he wants it to be mined and minted in the U.S. He's also proposed to launch a strategic national Bitcoin stockpile.
MTV Europe Music Awards honored the life of One Direction singer Liam Payne. Host Rita Ora remembered him.
He brought so much joy to every room he walked into, and he left such a mark on this world.
Ora, very emotional there, worked with Payne on the 2018 song For You. The ceremony showed a video package honoring Payne's life. He died last month after falling from a hotel balcony in Argentina. He was 31.
It is 6:17. It was nice to get some rain overnight, made for some good sleeping weather. You can see the sun trying to peek out through the clouds there. Hopefully a pretty sunrise on the way. Meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center with how we're starting to dry out this morning.
We are. We did have some rain overnight last night, and we're seeing a little break in the precipitation, but we do have a little bit more on the way. We've had a few showers in the southern part of Sampson County, and you can see some rain approaching Winston-Salem and Greensboro, and that's along the front itself. Again, little shower there, moved through Clinton, and now really starting to move away, at least briefly. Here's a look at what's happening. We do have some rain that's down here into South Carolina, and that rain is lifting into our area along with the rain that's along the front. So all that's going to come together, and you might think, oh, well, that gives us a pretty good chance of rain. It still looks like it's going to be fairly patchy as all of that comes through. We did overnight have almost 4/10 of an inch of rain, and so that's a little under half an inch. We could use several inches of rain right now, but take a look at this. From October 1st until yesterday, all we had for that almost month and a half was about 1/10 of an inch of rain. So we saw at least 3 times the amount of rain last night than we've seen in the last month or so. So it's good to see it for sure. Notice here on Futurecast, we do have some showers from Fayetteville to Clinton to Goldsboro right around 9 o'clock as that front comes through, and some showers up to the north. Not everybody's likely to see this. We'll probably stay fairly dry right here in the triangle, kind of in between those 2 patches of rain. We'll see clearing skies later this afternoon. It'll be partly cloudy and really pleasant. And then another front arrives. We'll see some Gulf moisture and a cold front working together to bring us some rain on Thursday. And of course, we can use all the rain that we can get. Here's today's front, and we'll see another front developing and helping to bring us that rain on Thursday. That front there that's behind today's front is going to be a dry front that helps to drop our temperatures pretty significantly for Wednesday morning. Okay, so here's a look at the 2 different scenarios for Thursday. The European has a much more potent system with a better chance for rain. The GFS, or the American model, is really going to be pretty sparse on the rainfall for us, probably only around 1/4 of an inch. This is a look at the GFS rainfall, so hopefully it's going to be a bit more than that. We'll see. Certainly we're going to go maybe worst case scenario or best case scenario, depending on how you look at it, with a better chance for rain on Thursday. Down in the tropics, a 30% chance that some development could happen in the southern Caribbean. We only have a little over 2 more weeks officially left on the hurricane season. So cooler temperatures are coming. 38 degrees on Wednesday morning. Coming up in just a little bit, we'll talk about who has the best chance for seeing some patchy frost this week. Ken?
6:19, Elizabeth. We're keeping track of a crash on I-40 westbound right here. It's near the exit ramp to US 1. We're not picking up any delays on our sensors, which is good news this morning if you're happening to navigate that area. Elsewhere, we're not seeing any delays on any of our major roadways, which is definitely good news if you're about to head out. And speaking of one of those major roadways, I-40 and Wade Avenue traffic has definitely picked up and moving nicely in both directions. If you're getting ready to head out this morning, tune us in on the radio, 101.5 HD3. You can listen to us anywhere in the triangle, or you have a couple more options, 99.3 FM in Raleigh and 96.5 FM in Durham.
Thanks, Ken. Police are trying to find the people who put up white nationalist signs across Durham.
Durham is a super diverse city. I don't think white supremacist hate is welcome here.
Where the investigation stands now and local reactions to the hate group display.
And a park in Cary is closing to get some new upgrades. The changes you'll see when the town's work there is finished.
Coming up at 7 on Today, Team USA gymnast Jordan Childs sits down for a live interview. It'll be her first televised interview since the controversial decision that stripped her of her bronze medal in the Paris Games.
And here's a look at your winning lottery numbers. We'll be back in a moment with what's trending.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug & Home.
A legendary actor is hulking out for the next Captain America movie.
Ken Smith here now with What's Trending. Ken.
I think this is going to surprise a lot of people. Harrison Ford playing the president in Captain America, Brave New World. He also happens to be the Red Hulk. He goes toe-to-toe with Captain America in the movie that comes out on Valentine's Day.
Sounds like such a love story there, being released on Valentine's Day. Look at him. This is going to be Harrison Ford, right? I cannot wrap my head around this. He's
you and me both.
he may have passed his prime, but he's going to be hulking out. I don't know.
Yeah, don't sleep on Harrison Ford.
Apparently.
Thank goodness for digital effects, I guess.
Exactly. Well, get ready to check into the next hotel for Max's season 3 of The White Lotus. We're getting a first look at this short clip posted online showing the season will be set in Thailand. The first season was in Hawaii. The season 2 was in Sicily. The new season comes out sometime next year.
Yeah, the series has a huge following, and in the past 2 seasons, racked up 11 Emmy wins. So it's a thing, and I've yet to get on board, but one day I will catch up. Jeff is on board.
I saw season 1.
Okay.
The bits and parts. There's enough steam in it for you. You know, they'll keep your attention.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Renee. I haven't capitalized on it yet, but we obviously behind the times.
You guys, you'll get there. You'll see what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, Ken, thanks. Covering Wake County, curbside leaf collection starts tomorrow in Raleigh. The city provides this yearly service to folks who rake their leaves to the curb there. The crews begin making their first of 2 passes through the city this week. They use that big, cool leaf vacuum truck. The city's divided into 12 leaf collection zones, and the sweep starts in a different zone every year.
Right now, NC State is observing Veterans Day. This is a live look from the bell tower on campus. The ceremony that's happening in just a half hour to honor all veterans.
And we're currently dry, but I am tracking some showers that'll roll through for some of us around the middle of the morning, then some sunshine later in the afternoon. I'll show you if you'll see any of those showers later this morning.
And authorities in Alabama say they expect to make more arrests in a homecoming shooting at a university, while law enforcement says they believe there was more than one shooter involved.